Hello and welcome to another Omega Friday, and in today's session I will show you how you can utilize Omega 365 to manage risks. All projects have risks. That could be something negative, of course. It could be threats to the project, but it could also be something positive, opportunities. And in Omega 365 you can of course manage both these types of risks. So let me first give you a little high-level overview of what you can utilize Omega 365 for. So the process related to risk management starts with identifying the risks. Which risks do you have in your project? Then you will do assessments. What kind of impact could this risk have on your project and the probability for it to happen? And then you will plan your response. What mitigating measures do you have? That could be workflows that you initiate in Omega 365, or it could be some activities that you have planned. And then you will continuously monitor and control these risks. You will do new reassessments, you will identify potential other measures that you can do, you will potentially identify new risks, and so it goes on during the whole project lifetime. Okay, let me show you how this looks like in Omega 365. You have the risk register that gives you an overview of all the risks. So in this case, we're continuing working on this implementation project template. So in this case, these are relevant risks for when we are implementing, for example, our PIM solutions to our clients. So for example, one risk here we have is limited access to experienced resources. That's a threat to the project, and if we click on that one, we will get more details about this risk. So this is of course a threat which can have an impact on the quality. So you will see here in the matrix that it's considered as medium or high consequence, but medium possibility. Same with the progress, medium possibility and medium consequence, and the cost a little bit higher. So, and these are just examples of what kind of assessments you can do. I can create a new assessment by clicking on this one. So after a time when we've done something, for example, we're implementing some measures to reduce the consequences or the probability, we would reassess this risk. So in this case, I can change the probability. For example, I now consider it as less likely to happen, and then I can choose the different consequence options here. For example, the quality, perhaps we reduce the consequence, the impact on progress might be increased actually, for example, and the cost impact less, for example. You can also, when it comes to cost, use this 3-point estimate concept, where you register a minimum, most likely and maximum cost, and then an expected value will be calculated. And finally, you can write a comment on this assessment. So, and then you just finish the assessment. And then in this matrix you will see that it keeps track of the history. The C is the current assessment, the O is the original, and the P is the previous assessment we did. Okay, so in this part you will see that you have some additional information about the risk, the title, the status of the risk, which organization unit it belongs to, the type, if it's a threat or an opportunity, who's responsible, the area, and a more detailed description of the risk. And also you can register the exposure date, when is it exposed from, to. And if it's a risk that you consider as a top 10 risk in the project, it doesn't need to be exactly 10 risks, but it's kind of a easy way of identifying those risks that should have most attention in a project. You can also lift it up to a higher level, saying that this is a corporation top 10 risk. Then mitigating measures, that's the key thing. That's how you plan to respond to this risk, and that can be done by linking it to an activity. As we showed in the previous session, this activity register in Omega 365 is very central. You have the possibility to schedule these activities, and you can enrich the activities with a lot of detailed information. So you can tie it to an activity. That's one way of mitigating this risk. It's also possible to tie it to an existing workflow, or you can create a new workflow. So if I click create new workflow item, I can register a new request for initiate a meeting with the other implementation teams, for example, and then it will initiate the workflow using standard features. It's also this collaboration workspace is also available, so you can use that to have comment to this risk. You can create an action. Please arrange a meeting with someone to get some information about another project, for example. And then you will assign it to someone and set a due date, and it will become available for that user on his front page and his action list. So, as you've seen in other registers also, this collaboration workspace is available here also, and you have the possibility to share it with others, involve other persons to get input from them as well. To register a new risk, if we go back here to the main register, I can click on register a new risk, and for example improve migration of data by utilizing this, for example, and I will add it to my project, and this is an opportunity. And then the risk is registered, and then it will start like this. No assessments has been done yet. To create a new assessment, I just click new here, say something about the likelihood for this to happen. It's possible. I can choose among the different consequence areas that has been defined for this org unit. In this case, it could improve the quality of the data migration by using Omega resources, and then it could also have an impact on progress. It could be faster, for example. And I will finish off this assessment. As you see, the colors on the opportunity is blue, while on the threat you saw it was red, yellow and green. Okay, and that's really the main things about the Omega 365 risk tool. It's something we can use for managing our implementation project, and it's something our clients can utilize for managing risks in their projects. That was it for today, and we'll see you next Friday for another session related to Omega 365. Thank you.